There's this moment that happens to almost everyone. You check your bank account, not dramatically, not in a panic, just casually. Maybe you're waiting in line somewhere, or you're lying in bed, phone glowing in your face, half awake, and you see the number, and it's fine. Not great, not catastrophic, just fine. But then, almost without realizing it, your brain does this weird little math problem. You start subtracting things that haven't even happened yet. Rent, groceries, gas. That subscription you forgot to cancel. Something unexpected that will pop up because it always does. And suddenly that fine number feels smaller and smaller and smaller. And you think, how do people actually save money? Like really save it. Not the, I didn't spend as much this month kind of saving, but the kind where you look at an account and there's a real buffer there. Something solid. Something that doesn't disappear the second life sneezes in your direction. Because you've probably tried, right? You've told yourself, okay, this is the month. I'm getting serious. You move some money into savings. You feel proud, responsible, almost adult. And then something happens. Your car makes a noise, your phone glitches out, your friend invites you to something you don't want to miss. Life just reaches into that savings account and pulls money right back out. And after a while, it starts to feel personal, like maybe you're just bad at this. Like saving money is something other people figured out in a class you missed. And yeah, I think about this stuff a lot. Probably too much, honestly. Money, behavior, why progress feels impossible at the beginning and weirdly easier later on. Why some people grind for years just to get started and then suddenly things snowball. And why the first real milestone, that first $10,000, feels less like a number and more like a wall. And what's interesting is this. It's not hard because you're lazy. It's not hard because you're irresponsible. And it's definitely not hard because you don't want it badly enough. It's hard because the system, psychological, emotional, and practical, is stacked against you at the beginning. And once you see that clearly, once you really understand why that first 10K is so brutal, something shifts, not in a hypey motivational poster way, but in a quiet, grounded way that changes how you see progress, patience, and your own capability. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about why the first 10K feels impossible and why everything after it feels different. You're fighting gravity at the beginning. At the very start of saving, you're fighting gravity, not metaphorical gravity, real, practical, everyday gravity. Bills pull money downward. Habits pull money outward. Life pulls money away from you constantly. And when you have almost nothing saved, every single dollar is exposed. Think about it like pushing a car uphill. At the bottom, the car is heavy. It barely moves. Every step feels like you're about to slip and lose everything you've gained. You're sweating. You're questioning why you even started. But once the car crests the hill, it rolls. Saving money works the same way. When you have $300 saved and something costs $300, that savings is gone. Instantly. No buffer, no insulation, just gone. And emotionally, that hurts more than people realize. It teaches your brain a dangerous lesson. Saving doesn't stick, so you stop trusting the process. This matters because motivation is fragile in the beginning. You haven't seen proof yet. You haven't felt safety yet. You're doing all the work without any of the emotional payoff. Actionable takeaway. If you're early on, stop expecting savings to feel stable. It won't. Yet, stability is an outcome, not a prerequisite. Your job is just to keep pushing the car, even when it slides back a little. Your fixed costs are eating everything early on. Most of your income is already spoken for. Rent doesn't care about your goals. Utilities don't negotiate. Food doesn't wait until you're financially ready. When you're starting from zero, savings doesn't come from abundance. It comes from leftovers. And leftovers are inconsistent by nature. People with more money don't necessarily budget better. They just have more margin. When they save $500, it doesn't destabilize their life. When you save $500, you feel it. And this creates a quiet resentment. You start thinking, what's the point? You're doing everything right, but progress feels microscopic. Why it matters. If saving feels like deprivation, you won't sustain it. Period. Actionable takeaway. Instead of focusing on how much you should save, focus on what you can save without resentment. Consistency beats intensity here, every time. There's no momentum. Yet, momentum is invisible until it's not. When you have $10,000 saved, earning interest, avoiding fees, and preventing debt all happen more naturally. Money starts protecting you from itself. But before that, there's no momentum, no reinforcement, no feedback loop saying, hey, this is working. It's like going to the gym for 2 weeks and checking the mirror every day. Nothing's happening yet, but internally, things are changing. You just can't see them. Actionable takeaway. Track behaviors, not balances. Did you save? Did you avoid a bad decision? That's progress, even if the number barely moved. Emergencies feel personal. When you're poor, when you're broke, every emergency feels like a personal attack. A tire blows out and your brain goes, "Of course this happens to me." But the truth is, emergencies aren't rare. They're guaranteed. The problem isn't bad luck, it's lack of buffer. Once you have 10K, emergencies become annoying instead of devastating. That emotional shift is massive. Actionable takeaway: stop calling emergencies setbacks. They're proof that your system needs time, not that it's failing. Section 5. Identity lag is real. Your behavior might be changing before your identity does. You might be acting like someone who saves money, but you don't yet feel like someone who has money. That mismatch creates doubt. You second-guess yourself. You sabotage progress because it feels unfamiliar. Why it matters: people don't protect things they don't believe belong to them. Actionable takeaway: start thinking in terms of "I'm becoming," not "I am." Identity catches up eventually. Section 6. The first 10K is doing invisible work. That money isn't just sitting there. It's absorbing shocks, buying you time, preventing bad decisions. You just don't see it yet. Once it's gone, you notice. But while it's there, it's quiet. Actionable takeaway: respect invisible progress. Most of wealth building is quiet, boring, and unseen. Section 7. After 10K, everything feels lighter. Not easy, lighter. Decisions carry less fear. Mistakes cost less emotionally. You stop panicking and start planning. This is where people think discipline suddenly appeared, but it didn't. The terrain changed. Actionable takeaway: don't judge your future capacity based on your current weight. Hills flatten eventually. Section 8. You're not behind. You're early. This is the part no one tells you. Struggling at the beginning isn't a flaw. It's the entry fee. Everyone who made it past this stage felt the same frustration, the same doubt, the same temptation to quit. They just stayed. Actionable takeaway: your only real job right now is endurance. A quiet reframe: if you're stuck below 10K, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not failing. You are not broken. You are not bad with money. You're just in the heaviest part of the climb. Every dollar you save right now is doing more work than it ever will again. It's building trust. It's building discipline. It's building proof, even if you can't see it yet. And one day, quietly, without fireworks, you'll realize something feels different. Money won't scare you the same way. Decisions won't feel so tight. The number will start moving faster, not because you changed, but because the system finally started working with you instead of against you. So if you're tired, if progress feels slow, if you're wondering whether it's worth it, just keep pushing the car. You're closer than you think.